Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Nay. So, in this video, I just want to talk about how we all have many, many gifts and how some of us need to go find them. A lot of us are gifted and talented, and some of y'all don't have no clue what you good at because you ain't never tried. Some of y'all are too fearful, y'all afraid. Instead of failing, y'all just won't do it. You just don't want to try. And I'm here to let you know that God ain't give you these gifts and talents for you to not be doing nothing. You over there worried about everybody else, congratulating everybody else, telling them this and telling them that, and you can probably do the same thing they doing, or you probably have a gift or talent that's just as creative or extreme and big, but you ain't sharing it. You ain't sharing it to. Like, it's really folks out here, y'all ain't sharing not nan gift that God done gave y'all. Not nan one. You ain't showing not one thing you good at. Nothing. We got to stop doing that. We got to understand that God ain't just, yeah, he got his favorites, and he only got his favorites because these favorites follow him and believe in him wholeheartedly, right? Their faith in him is immaculate. That's why they're his favorite, right? Jesus was his favorite because he knew that Jesus' faith in him was going to be immaculate. Come on. That's just how it go. So, you become favored when your faith is up there in God, right? So you can easily become God's favorite too. You feel me? You start to tap into yourself and learn yourself and figure out what it is that you enjoy doing. So, it doesn't feel too much like work. God don't want us working all extra hard. And if you working all extra hard, that's because you on a mission. And I understand that. But that shouldn't be forever and ever. Maybe you got a goal. You trying to lock in real quick because you're trying to reach a certain goal. I get it. I did that. I did that plenty times. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. And this ain't for you. But it's some people who just staying in that and they don't have an end goal. And they just doing the same thing, settling in that. And we do need to branch off. We need to go to the level up. A lot of us are afraid to actually go to the next level up. You got people out here, they've been working. They got a lot of money saved up, but they're afraid to go to the next level up. They holding on to every last bit of it. They're not investing it. They're not putting it in any savings account. You know what I'm saying? They're not really doing too much with it to really grow it. You're not starting a business. You're not doing nothing with the money to really bring in wealth. You holding on to it for fear. It's really fear. We got to start getting to the root of these things. You know what I'm saying? When we're afraid to invest or put in savings and, open up this account and do this and open up a business and do this, we got to start learning how to do things the right way, the world way. God don't like a lot of things that we do on earth, but he do appreciate a system. Our system is fucked up. He don't want no fucked up system, but he do appreciate a system. You get what I'm saying? Where we can go get an education, learn some things, whatever. He don't want a fucked up system. He want us to be learning about things we should be learning about, and everybody should have equal rights and blah, 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 blah. You get what I'm saying? But trust me, God still wants a system. So don't think because you believe in God, you don't need to go to school to finish, high school, finish middle school, whatever. Like, come on, college is optional, whatever. But don't be thinking that because you believe in God. No. God still likes a system. God still likes a system, and God acknowledged that we're always going to have the poor. There's always going to be the poor. You know what I'm saying? Because of how the world is and the economy and everything. So you just make sure you're not part of the poor. Because God said there's always going to be poor. So that just tells you that there's always going to be poor mindsets, poor mentalities, okay, poor taste in men. All right. It's going to be a lot of poor on earth forever. It's always going to be poor, and it's always going to be rich, and it's always going to be middle class. You get to pick where you want to be at. Where do you want to be? What category do you really want to be at? Because trust me, nobody just want to be in a poor category. I don't care how cocky you is, how egotistical you is, you thinking that you okay, you settled, you good. Nobody wants to be in a poor category. Nobody even wants to, the middle class don't even want to be in the middle class. Middle class want more money. Middle class need more money. They could use a couple more, extra dollars to handle this, and that. So yeah, a system definitely green flag. Okay, it just depends who's running the system, who made up the system, how is the system functioning. You know, that's all. But like, yo, some of y'all gotta stop sleeping on yourselves. I love, when I be meeting new people. And I'm already a dope individual myself. But like when I meet other people and stuff, I really, I'm a people person. So I really be intrigued and interested in what people do sometimes. If I'm not tired or whatever, like I really chop it up with somebody. Just have a regular conversation. And I do be interested in what people do and what they're good at and stuff like that, hobbies. And, I really be interested. Like, y'all, it be so crazy because it's like I'm over here in my world and they over there in a whole totally different world. And sometimes people be doing things that you would never expect someone to be doing or just be focused on. Or it's just be like, how you even get into that? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it's stuff that like a lot of people don't usually do. I just be like, how come you could do, like, how you even get into that? Like, I really be interested. And, it sucks when people don't see who they are and what they have. You know what I'm saying? It really do suck when people don't notice the gifts and what they have. Like, and they just start, becoming haters and wanting what others have, covetous energy. You know what I'm saying? Wanting other people's lives, and whole time you got some gifts and talents that's immaculate. Like, people would love to have what you can do. You probably can do so much things. And it's like, you so busy worried about all this other shit, you ain't worried about what you can do. If people started really worrying about themselves, you would start to discover all the gifts and talents that is within you. But everybody's so busy worrying about these other celebrities that done tapped in and figured out their talents and gifts and what they're good at. What are you good at? Are you only good at watching celebrities and commenting on their lives and what they're doing and what they're wearing and what they're saying? Is that it? Or do you have some gifts and talents that can have you being talked about and looked at? You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to start putting ourselves in these positions. Like, hold on, I got some things you might want to hear or see. What's up? Less worrying about everybody else and putting everybody else on these high pedestals, and let's start lifting up more people so that we could get the scales a little bit more balanced. Because the poor is always going to be here, right? The rich is always going to be here, right? Middle class is always going to. God ain't never said that we wasn't able to lift as much people as we can to be in the rich, to level it out just a bit and still have a bit of a poor. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never say that we couldn't have a lot of people rich. He just said it's always going to be some poor. So if we can up it as much as we can, where people are wealthy and able to take care of what they need to take care of to change their family lives, right? Then that's what we need to do. Whatever we got to do to up the scale, we got to up the scale. You did. You just can't be playing around with what you got. Like, some of y'all really like building stuff. That's what I just heard. Someone really wants to get into like building houses or like construction building. You was thinking about building a shed or something like that. Go build that shit. What you waiting on? When you start to like figure this out and realize that like it'd be simpler than what we even be thinking. It'd be way simpler. Like, whoever that message is for, like, go build that fucking shed or build that house. It's something you've been trying to build. Maybe it's a tree house or a dog house. I don't know. Somebody is planning on building something. and they're hesitant about it. But it'd be stuff like that, like little stuff like that. Like it could be God pulling onto your spirit to tell you to be painting or go building this house, because that's opening up a passion, and you're going to realize, oh, that you really got a passion here, and then you can monetize and make money off of that. Like some of y'all be getting egged and pushed and poked and plucked to tap into different habits and shit, to build new hobbies, because you're going to actually realize how much you love doing it. But y'all ain't listening. It's like I really got to pinch your ass like they did when we was in church for you to get it. You know? I don't know who this message is for, but shit, it's for somebody. It might be for a lot of y'all. You know? It might be for a lot of people, to be honest, because it's just so many people. I hate it. And I hate it when, like, motherfuckers just have, like, that hateful jealousy spirit. And you're so in awe of what they do and what they're capable of. Because it's like, you know, everybody have their little expertise at certain things. Like, I admire people that is like super planned and organized, right? And I'm looking at them at how scheduled and everything they is. And whole time they jealous or hating on me because I'm all flexible and shit. And it's like, bitch, I love how you so routine and stuff. You know, you need a perfect balance, but I'm over here loving things about you. And you over here, you know, wanting to be covetous energy. Covetous. What is a covetous? Wanting what ain't yours. Wanting what doesn't belong to you. Wanting what someone else have. The fuck? Thou shalt not be a covetous. Thou shalt not covet. All right? So it's just like, I be so, that pisses me off quick. When I'm really trying to like compliment or be in good spirits, and I notice something about somebody and I really want to let you know, like, oh my God, I love that. Like, that's so lit. And I could just feel or see their reaction. It's not given. And I'm just like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, people be so far up their ass, they can't even notice when they be getting compliments sometimes. Or notice the sign or the call that they're getting. You know, I just be trying to push people in the right direction sometimes. And motherfuckers be so busy worried about who's sending a message, they can't even hear the damn message I'm giving them. I be like, all right, okay, girl, I'll take my little compliment back. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if people tapped in and start worried about themselves, y'all, the world would just be a bit of a better place, because then everybody be tending to their own garden. That's the problem. Motherfuckers ain't tending to their garden, bitch. We done got lazy. People tending to gardens for us, so we ain't tending to our own shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta go out and kill and pluck and plant and all that no more. Motherfuckers is doing it for us, poisoning us, putting all types of ingredients, extra shit and stuff. So we just became late. We ain't gotta go fighting hard for it. So motherfuckers ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers don't want to fight. They don't want to fight no more. I get it. You know, we've been fighting all our lives here in America. I get it. But the fight ain't done. We ain't done fighting. We are not done fighting. You are never done fighting if you ain't in the position that you want to be in. If you ain't where you want to be, and if you think that you where you want to be, but you can't take care of yourself, thou shalt take care of thee. Okay? If you can't take care of yourself, and you better not have no kids, no children, whatever, and you can't take care of them, you shouldn't be happy where you at. You know, you should always be wanting to strive and do better. You know what I'm saying? Just to get better. You know, time is going. You need to be trying to work and do as much as you can to take care of whatever you got to take care of. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. A lot of people just waiting for shit to just drop from the sky. Like, they really looking for the leprechauns. I don't know. Really, because motherfuckers is just staying where they at with it. Like, I'm thinking, like, you know, we gotta go through cycles, you know, where the middle class go up and become the rich. You get what I'm saying? The rich get rich, the middle class become rich, the poor become middle class. Like, everybody leveling up. Like, motherfuckers don't even want to level up. Y'all just staying where y'all stand. That's where y'all want to stay. That's what we doing. We don't want to move into better neighborhoods and move into different environments and have better school districts for the kids and backyards and you know what I'm saying? So kids can learn how to ride a motherfucking bike and get off their tablet all fucking day. Do your kid even know how to ride a bike? Do they know how to ride a scooter? Do they know how to rollerblade? Skateboard? If your kids don't know how to do none of that, they need to go back outside. That's all I'm saying. It's like, do we not want to level up and get that? And we calling that a level up because a lot of these places, when you buy a place, the more land, the more acres, that's the bigger the level up, right? Right or wrong. And that's why I'm calling it a level up. You dig? So I just wish that people keep the mentality to always want to level up. Don't never get too comfortable in life and just become stagnant and feel like you can't do something. I don't care how old you are. Say you want to be an actor. I don't give a fuck. You 70. Get that shit on, okay? Get them tapes in and do what you got to do. Like, we got one life. We got one fucking life. If y'all see me doing some shit you never thought that I was going to be doing, mind your fucking business. Mind your fucking business. Because guess what? We got one life. We got one life. What are we waiting for? What are we here for if we're not going to tap into everything? You know? Like, for real, I be telling myself that all the time. Like, baby, you better tap in. Break free. Do whatever you got to do to come out your little shell. Because I'm very introverted, low-key. When I'm around people, I could be extrovert. But I'm really an introvert. You feel me? I really like being alone. I really like being in my space. I really don't always like being the center of attention. Even though people always like to push me there. And when I like to go back in my shell and not be the center of attention or always initiating things, sometimes it hit people off guard because they know I bring that good energy or vibes if I'm like the host. But, you know, sometimes I don't want that. Sometimes I need to recharge. Sometimes I want to be entertained, you know. So, like, I'm just praying that, you know, whoever is here that's listening to me, that's always listening to me, whether you're new or old here, I love you. Thank you for always being here and listening. And hopefully, you know, these messages are helping you in some way, some shape, some form. And I pray that you grow in the Lord and I pray that you grow in the Lord and you grow in his spirit because, you know, at the end of the day, I could say whatever I say, but it's really all about your personal connection and your faith and what you really believe. And I can't make you believe anything. You know, I could say whatever I want to say all day and night, but it could go right up out your ears, you know, as soon as I'm done. So it's really about your relationship. And that's why I really, you know, do that and speak on that on this channel. Because and I love to go ghost sometimes because I don't want people to be too dependent on me. Like, I know, you know, this is kind of like an assignment, speaking and talking to the people and healing and helping people, whoever I can help or who might need the help or who might, you know, be actually using this to heal and grow or talk, or maybe you just like to hear me talk, who knows. But like, I do like to take breaks and stuff because I don't want people to be dependent on me, because at the end of the day, I can depend on God. You better depend on God. Like, you know, I want people to know who to go to, you know, go to the direct source, you know, with anything. Because, again, humans are not perfect. So when you learn not to depend on any of us, then you just go right to the source, which is God, and he'll never let you down. God is yourself, right? So when you believe in yourself and you know that you're entertained within yourself, nobody can make you feel lonely or alone or any of that, because you know how to entertain yourself. You love being by yourself. You love yourself. You could feed yourself. You could caress yourself. You could sit the fuck down with yourself. You could watch your own movie with yourself. You get what I'm saying? So when you learn that self-worth and you learn to do what yourself love to do, you ain't really going to have that many problems. That's the thing. A lot of people... See, I could get messages days and days and days and nights. It just come. That's the thing. A lot of listeners, a lot of people ain't spending enough time with themselves, and that's why they don't know themselves. They don't like themselves. They can't hang with themselves. They feel lonely. You feel me? It's a lot of people that need to just spend some time with themselves, and they'll figure out how dope they are and how much they don't need to be around somebody else, how they could take their own selves out, how they could spoil themselves, how they could go take themselves out to eat, go on a trip, go on a vacation, meet friends there, or just, it just be so much. Like, if people just do shit instead of just doing hater bullshit, they'll learn so much, they'll see so much. Life will be less miserable for them. Life will be so less miserable. Like, if you really sat with yourself and not satting on dick all the time, or setting up in your friend's face, or setting up in your mother and father's face, and just really, took a stand by yourself and had some faith in God to see you through, and just had a plan and stuck to it when it comes to like a career or what you're going to do as an adult, like a career decision or something like that, and you just sat by yourself and really focused on that and figured out a plan, bro, you know how different you'll be? Like, you know how more established you'll be? That's really the problem. Motherfuckers is not sitting with themselves. They always have a friend with them. They always got a lover with them. They always got a family member with them. Sometimes it be fucking randoms. Sometimes they barely load folks, but they got them with them. That's how much people don't like being alone. They'll be with any fucking body, bitch. They be with the devil themselves, bitch, because they don't like being alone. Okay? And the devil themselves means somebody that is with the intentions of they don't want them, they don't care nothing about them, they all about themselves. The devil tactics. Selfish, greedy, narcissistic, controlling, demanding, a liar, a cheater, unfaithful. Okay, these are devil tactics, right? That can display in human beings. And this is how we call these beings, they might have the devil spirit in them or the devil in them. This is what we mean when we say that. Because I seen someone was asking someone like, oh, is demons and devils an actual person? And because how we be talking about them. And I'm like, yo, if y'all asking those type of questions, then y'all really need to start reading y'all Bible. For real. You don't know that. That's the basics. Those are the basics. If you don't know what we're referring to and what we're talking about, those are the basics. When we're talking about people's spirit and a demon having having a demonic spirit, or we're saying someone is the devil, whatever, because of how they're acting, or maybe it's the spirit that's operating inside of them. But these are the basics. This is stuff that people should know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be operating in a demonic spirit because you have a lot of hate in your heart, right? Maybe something happened to you, you never wanted to heal from it. You want to stay the victim, and you feel like no one can relate to you, which is true. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what you go through. No one is going to relate to each other. Even if you guys sort of kind of went through the same thing, like maybe y'all both had a sibling that passed, or y'all both had a parent that passed. Yeah, y'all both had a parent or a sibling that passed, or a friend that passed, but no one is going to feel the same way. Like, someone will still not feel how you feel. Like, you would never feel my pain, regardless of if you experienced this before, because what you experience is what you experience. What I am experiencing is what I'm experiencing, because I'm my own person, and this is adding on to whatever trauma that I might have already had, or maybe I didn't have any trauma, and now this is a big storm of trauma coming into my life that's shaking up a storm. You get what I'm saying? So even though people go through similar things, we still all different. So like, it really depends on the person, to be honest. That's where I'm getting at with that. But if people really just spent more time with themselves, they would really like learn how dope and cool that they were. And it sucks because a lot of people don't do that, because they always just need someone around them. They always need a friend. They feel like, some people feel like they need to be validated. Some people feel like they need to show off they new outfit, so they got to have somebody around, or somebody, I don't know. People feel like they can't go eat by themselves. They got to call other people to eat with them. I don't fucking know. They can't go out in public by themselves, or They can't be alone because they start thinking about shit. They get too deep in their thoughts. Well, baby, maybe that's why you do need to be alone. You need to clear your thoughts. You need to ask God and Jesus to clear your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all be needing to be alone bad as hell so you can start praying. That's what the fuck y'all need to do. Y'all need to start praying against these spirits that be operating in y'all damn bodies, minds, and souls. A lot of people do need to be alone. That's the thing, and be talking to yourselves and really starting to get to the root of shit. Like, why the fuck do I act like that? Like, bitch, I know that girl broke my heart. Why the fuck I didn't make it, like, known that she did? Why I'm trying to act nonchalant and that shit is hurting my heart? Or why did I do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, start owning up to shit and really start sitting the fuck down and thinking about stuff. Y'all not doing that. And that's the fucking problem. And that's why talents and gifts ain't being discovered. That's why motherfuckers ain't doing what they really want to do in life. Because y'all ain't sitting with yourselves to even get the clues that God has for y'all. Because trust me, the devil don't want you to figure out what your plan is. Why would he want you to have a happy life? He wants you to keep going through bullshit after bullshit so you could believe there is no God. So, of course, he gonna have you going through whatever he can to keep getting you away from God. Whenever you get closer to God and have some faith, here he come with another obstacle. Listen, you gotta see the straight route, no matter what curveballs are thrown your way. That's it, y'all. I'm done with this message, though. This was a long one. This was a lot of gems in there. I hope this blessed someone. I hope this touched someone. And, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.